So you're a wedding photographer, right? You got your website, your social media, your nice little portfolio. Everything's polished and nice, but for some reason, your phone's not ringing off the hook. Weird, huh? Here's the thing. Clients, they're not just looking for pretty pictures anymore. They're looking for an experience. They're looking for that wow factor. And spoiler alert, posting a cute picture every once in a while ain't gonna cut it. In this video, I'm gonna show you my free marketing strategy that will get everyone at the wedding talking about you, even the vendors. And yeah, it helps me book more weddings too. So let's fix the phone silence, shall we? What's up? My name's Jay LeBlanc, wedding photographer and photo video educator. Sometimes marketing can seem a little bit daunting, but at every single wedding that I attend, there's something that I do that costs me nothing, that gets everybody there talking about me that day. They have people asking me the day of for my business card because they know somebody getting married soon just because of one little thing that I do every wedding. In the past, this little trick was almost impossible because it would take me so much time. But then I discovered how valuable AI editing has become to my business. It has bought me back so much of my time and allowed me to wow everyone on a wedding day with very little effort. Most photographers have to rely on word of mouth to create some buzz around them and their work. But what if I told you that you can start that buzz right at the wedding day? And that's what I do with my same day edits, my same day slideshows. As soon as that bride and groom sit down to have dinner, I'm putting in front of them an iPad with pictures from their whole wedding day, including events that happen 5 minutes before that. How do I do it? I'm glad you asked. Stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to break down step by step exactly my whole process to achieve a same day slideshow for all my wedding couples. But before we get into that, let me explain to you why this is just so valuable to me and my couples. First of all, I'm surprising my wedding couples with this same day edit. At no point during our process do I tell them that I'm going to do this for them. I surprise them on the day of, where they are blown away, wondering how they're able to get so many pictures from that day so quickly. So I'm not just making my current clients happy, I'm also impressing 150, 200 wedding guests plus vendors that are all potential future clients or people that I want to work with. People don't remember what you did or what you said, but they remember how you made them feel. And if you can impress them with something this cool, this unbelievable, they're gonna remember that. At every wedding I shoot, I have all my pictures done, ready to go on an iPad for when that couple sits down to eat their dinner. As soon as they sit down, I'm putting an iPad right in front of them with about 50 to 70 pictures from their day that just highlights their day. From the getting ready, the pictures, the ceremony, up until the reception, entrances, first dance, parent dance, toasts. I am putting pictures into that slideshow of events that happened just 5 minutes beforehand. When people are this impressed with it, they don't keep it to themselves. So often what happens is I show that bride and groom, they look through it one time, and then they are calling over their mom, they're calling over their dad, their friends, their bridal party. They're saying, come here, look at what our photographer did. So that everybody is getting this same initial wow factor. I'm leaving that iPad right on their head table for the rest of the wedding. I'm just playing those pictures in a loop. So it's a consistent slideshow for the next 3 to 4 hours where people could come and see pictures of that couple that day. And from past experiences, I know that there's just a consistent flow through the rest of the night of people standing there watching those pictures. And numerous amounts of times there are multiple guests that come up to me and tell me just how cool it is and how nice it is for me to give this couple that same day slideshow. And what's really good is when those guests who are maybe getting married soon or maybe getting engaged soon see that and that little bit of a wow factor, they see how you work. You're a walking billboard for yourself. Well, you know what? You take that iPad, you show off your work. Now you're a walking billboard with fireworks. In a world where it's all about how fast can we do things, where it's instant gratification, the fact that I'm able to do that, where many wedding photographers will say, you'll get your pictures in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months, whatever it is. The fact that I'm able to show 50, 70 pictures that night really impresses them. The bride and groom's impressed and so are their guests. That's nice. But where it really impresses and where it really comes into handy for me is when the vendors take notice. Other vendors, specifically the venues, will come up to me and be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Are you able to send some of those pictures to me? Well, little do they know it's already part of my plan. I take those 50 to 70 pictures. If they have an iPhone, right there, I'm airdropping it right to them. If not, that night when I get home or early the next morning, I'm taking those 50 to 70 pictures, uploading them into a gallery and sending them to all the vendors. And I say to them, hey, I know in the world we live in with everybody all about instant gratification, I'm sure you want to share something from last night's awesome event. Here's some pictures that I would love to share with you for you to post on your social platforms. All I ask is that you give me a tag. Because listen, at the end of the day, the bride and groom are going to share those pictures with their vendors anyway. So it's nice for you to be on top of it and you create that connection and that network before the bride and groom does it for you. This is also getting your work in front of other vendors' followers. Whether it's the DJ, the florist, the venue, the videographer, the dressmaker, whoever it is that you are tagging in those pictures or sending those pictures to, they will be grateful because they are getting free marketing essentially. But in reality, what it is, you are reaching a whole new audience of people that may not already be following you. It just puts you one step above the competitors because people that may not know who you are know that you can produce good quality work in a very quick manner. Now, this may sound all good to you, but you want to know exactly my process of how I go about this. Glad you asked. I'm going to break it down for you right now. If you made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate it if all you did was just go ahead and tap that like button. If you're feeling extra generous, subscribe too. That's all I ask. I'm giving you one of my best marketing strategies for free. And all I ask for in return is a like. Now, let's talk about how we can implement this together. I will say I've had this idea for a very long period of time and I've tried doing it before I had AI editors in my back pocket. And it is extremely difficult. So let's be honest, Lightroom is slow. Loading pictures into Lightroom takes a long time. Editing pictures in Lightroom takes a long time. So unless you have some trick up your sleeve, it's going to be kind of hard to do this without the help of AI editors. And that's why I'm so happy that I have found an amazing company to work with, such as Aftershoot, that helps make this whole process possible. And I really lean into a feature that's built right into my Canon cameras. This feature is also available on Sony and Nikon, so don't think it's Canon specific, but Canon really pushes this feature. And it's this little button right here, the rate button. So my process starts first thing in the morning. I know that come dinner time, I am going to do a same day slideshow. So I always keep in the back of my mind some of those killer shots and crucial moments that I need to capture and include in my same day slideshow. Some of those things include from the details, the getting ready, hair, makeup, first look, portraits, bridal party, family pictures, ceremony, introductions, first dance, parent dance, toast. Those are the key moments that I am looking out for. Specifically bride and groom portraits because those are the most wow factor. But what I'm really trying to keep in mind is when I have one of those moments, I'm going to play the image back on my camera. I'm going to quickly hit that rate button 3 times. Personally, I just give it 3 stars. Nice and quick. It's easy for me to work into my workflow. If you're curious about my Lightroom editing process, I have another video. I'll link it right here for you, and you can check it out there. When I have a little bit of downtime, sometimes this happens before the ceremony. There's a little bit of downtime, not always, but usually during cocktail hour. I'm bringing a laptop with me, and I'm taking all of my memory cards and just dumping them into a folder right on my desktop for myself and my second shooter. My second shooter also knows that I do the same process, so she does the same thing throughout the day, keeps in mind those specific shots that we need to get. Then I'm taking that folder, dragging it into Aftershoot. Inside of Aftershoot, it loads up so much faster than Lightroom. Once they're in Aftershoot, we already have the images that are rated that we need to include in our same day slideshow. I can quickly go through my images inside of Aftershoot if I do want to add some additional pictures into my same day slideshow. Now, if you're somebody who's interested in AI editing to help speed up your workflow, I have tried a lot of different AI editors, and I have always, for some reason, came back to Aftershoot. Aftershoot has been rock solid in terms of editing. Their culling is also really, really good. For this marketing strategy though, I wouldn't recommend the culling, just the editing is good enough because we're doing the culling all day long. But if you're interested in checking out Aftershoot for yourself to possibly start using an AI editor, Aftershoot was kind enough to hook you guys up with a discount code. Check out the link down below so you can save yourself a little bit of money if you decide that you want to check out Aftershoot for yourself. I'm not saying that you have to use an AI editor. I was very reluctant to do it for a very long time because I thought what I was doing is good enough. But then I realized how much my life was bought back by using an AI editor to help speed up my workflow. I got to take my dog on more walks. I got to start a YouTube channel for you guys. Without AI editing, I would be spending way more time in front of my computer just grinding away at editing images. Now, my life is so much easier. It is absolutely worth every penny to invest in an AI editor and buy back a lot of your time. Now, Aftershoot does also offer culling, but I'm not interested in culling right now because culling is going to include hundreds of pictures. I don't want that. I want 50 to 70 super important moments that just tell the story of the day. So after our pictures are in there, we select our 50 pictures or so, we click edit, it edits our pictures super fast, and then we bring them into the Lightroom, make any little tweaks that we have to, we export them from Lightroom, airdrop them to an iPad, take those pictures, put them into a folder on the iPad, and then we're going to set up a slideshow, and then we're going to enable Guardian mode. If you don't know about Guardian mode, definitely check out some YouTube videos for yourself. The really good feature about this is you can take your iPad, put it down on a table, and no matter how much people touch it, poke at it, try and do anything on it, they can't adjust anything unless they know how to take your iPad out of Guardian mode and your password. It's a good feature, especially when people get a little too handsy with your stuff. So we put it on lockdown. And if you want to see exactly how this is all done on the computer end, let's go check out Aftershoot and just how quick and easy it is to do this whole process. So at this point, we've taken all of the pictures and we put them onto a folder just on the desktop. We're going to take that folder and drag it into the secret sauce, Aftershoot. So here we are inside of Aftershoot. The first thing we're going to do is just click Make a New Album, and all we have to do is drag the folder in with all the images. I don't know if you saw that in real time, but I did not edit that video at all. It populated over 5,000 images in just a couple seconds. If you were to try and take these pictures and bring them right into Lightroom, you're not going to get a picture that quick. And if you do, it's going to be extremely low quality and low resolution and be kind of painful to tell if that picture's in focus or if it's a picture that you want to use or not. But Aftershoot handled 5,709 images in just a couple seconds. And I have the ability now to go through this and do some culling if I wanted to. But because what we did earlier with rating the pictures in the camera, all we have to do is click on edit. We're going to click on 3 stars because we gave everything 3 stars. And here are 60 images that I decided that we're going to use for our same day slideshow. And then I just click on edit. I have my AI profile set up already for us. It's calculating the amount of time that it's going to take to edit these 60 images for us. And we're going to go ahead and put a timer on the screen to see how long this takes. And just like that, we're done. That was less than a minute. We're ready to import those 60 pictures into Lightroom for any little tweaking that we need to do, export them as JPEGs, and get them on our iPad for the same day slideshow. So all I'm going to do is click on Lightroom Classic so we can import them directly into Lightroom for us. Now, as you can see, we have our 5,000 images here, but it's only selecting the 60 that we edited. If we want to import all 5,000 plus images, we could do so. But all we want for the slideshow is just those 60 pictures because we want to do this as fast as possible. Now, if you're asking me why some of these pictures are labeled green, it's just because of some of the stuff that I've done with the metadata to it already, because this is a edited finished wedding that I've already sent out. So just disregard the green for now. Lightroom is building its standard previews, loading in those awesome edits that we have from Aftershoot that just made our life so much easier because we don't have to go in and do it. We don't have to adjust exposure. We don't have to adjust color balance. We don't have to edit anything. We just click the button and it's done for us. I could not have done this in the past without Aftershoot. You know what's messed up? It's taken Lightroom longer to load 60 pictures and build a standard preview than it took Aftershoot to load 5,700 images and then edit 60 of them and export them. Come on, Lightroom. we got to step up our game here. And just like that, we have 60 edited images. Now, all we have to do, go through these, make any slight adjustments that we need to, and we export them as JPEGs. So all I'm going to do is maybe this picture right here, I want to bring up those highlights a little bit more so we can see their face a little bit better. Probably this one too. Cool, just like that. Everything else looking good, looking good. I like it, I like it. Cool, cool. Let's add a little bit of warmth to that. That was during their first look. That was fun. She did a dress change and decided to do a first look. Definitely a first for me, but I really enjoy doing it. All right, so once we're ready to go, we have our pictures that are edited, good to go. We're gonna select them all. I'm going to export, ... We're gonna go ahead and export it. We're going to put it on our desktop. We are going to put it in a subfolder. I'm gonna just name it same day edit, SDE. And we're gonna do a JPEG, and then we scroll down a little bit more, and I'm gonna resize them just so that they can export a little faster, transfer a little faster, because it's just being displayed on an iPad. We're not printing these, we're not blowing them up really big. These settings are good enough to be displayed on an iPad. And that's it. Then we're gonna hit export. Boom, exported, done. And then as soon as the export's done, it's as simple as opening that folder, selecting them all, right-clicking, share, and then we are going to airdrop them to the iPad that we're going to be sharing them on. And don't forget, if you're interested in speeding up your workflow, check out that link down below and check out Aftershoot for yourself. I couldn't say enough good things about them because they have allowed me to impress more people at more weddings with less work than any other piece of software I currently use. The name of the game is all about speeding up your workflow, and nothing speeds up your workflow like an AI editor. And that's why I'm so happy that Aftershoot has asked me if I wanted to become an affiliate with them and give my subscribers and viewers a discount. Check it out down below. There is a discount for you to check out Aftershoot for yourself. If you've ever been on the fence about an AI editor, or specifically Aftershoot, and you needed a reason to go ahead and subscribe, this is your sign to just do it. Am I gonna get a copyright strike for that? I hope not.